Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome to Samco Workshop. Today we're going to talk about the Trail Hunter, Toyota's new Trail Hunter, and how it is as an Overlander. Maybe there's even a better option than it as an Overlander, but let's talk about it. So we got the Trail Hunter. Actually, let's even forget the Trail Hunter. Let's just talk about some numbers here, because these are amazing numbers. Let's talk about these. So payload. Obviously, payload is very important to an Overlander. You're going to be adding rooftop tents. You're going to be adding refrigerators. You're going to be adding solar setups. You're going to be putting in diesel heaters. You're going to be putting in all these really cool kitchen setups and everything like that to be able to go out and explore an overland. So payload is important. 1,580 pounds of payload. Very, very nice, especially in a mid-sized truck. Towing. A lot of guys are going to be using this thing to tow. A lot of people are taking campers with them that are overlanding and towing them up hills, through sand, through all kinds of miserable conditions. Hang on, I got to kill that beetle right there. I don't want him in here. There. But you got to be towing all kinds of different things through those kind of situations like that. A lot of people also, towing capacity is also important. 7,700 pounds of towing capacity. Can't argue with that. Rear locker, going to get you out of the tight spots when you start getting stuck, get into trouble. It's good to have a rear locker. Also good to have like a computer algorithmically controlled system. It has it for the front, but you got a rear locker in the back that's going to take care of everything for you. Angles, 9.5 inches of ground clearance, going to get the job done. 30.5 inches of approach angle, 22.4 degrees of departure angle, so you know you're not going to get hung up on nothing. Weight is important. You're going to add a lot of weight to it. So the lighter your rig is to begin with, the easier it is to move all that stuff, the less it's going to sink in the mud when you add extra things on it, the less wear and tear on the motor, the less all these factors come into play. The lighter is always better. It's only 4,600 pounds. That's very impressive, very impressive. 2-inch lift from the factory right out of the get-go. Don't have to do it, already taken care of for you, and it already covered by warranty on everything. 33-inch tires, yes, you can fit 33s, you can fit 34s, you can even fit 35s on it. Not going to be a problem. Horsepower and torque's definitely got it. 310 horsepower, 430 foot-pounds of torque. This thing is an overlanding monster. Okay, this thing, as far as mid-sized trucks go, it's an overlanding monster. However, this is not the Trail Hunter. This is not the Trail Hunter at all. Okay, let's look at the Trail Hunter here. Let's put the Trail Hunter up here. So if we take the Trail Hunter and we put this on here, it's this. It's 1,215 pounds, okay, a lot less than this. We look at towing, it's 6,000 pounds. May not matter to a lot of people, but it's a big deal. Yes, it has a rear locker that's going to be the same here too, so you got that feature. 9.5 inches of ground clearance, comparing it. Now, they claim 11, but they claim it is running ground clearance. It is different. Realistically, I promise you it's probably going to be less than or equivalent to 9.5. Your angles, Toyota gives you, they lie on them a lot. So you have on here, where did I put the angles? Right here. They're calling 30, now this one will believe 33.8 of approach angle. They lie on the rear though, on the exit here, which they're calling 25.7. Okay, they call it a 25.7 departure angle. However, in Toyota fashion, the only way to get that is to order the truck with a heat hitch delete. Okay, you cannot get this departure angle with the hitch on there. Then it's going to lose like 3 to 4 inches at least right there, putting you exactly less than, about the same or less than that. So it's irrelevant because you got to have the hitch anyway. Even if you're not towing anything, you still want a hitch. How are you going to take your bikes to the park? All this kind of things. Put a hitch carrier rack on there. All the things you want to do. You need a hitch. So this number here is false. Okay, this is fake number. So it's basically a wash there. What about the weight of this thing, of that Trail Hunter? So we're coming in here 5,400 pounds. That's heavy. That is 800 pounds heavier right off the bat. Does it have a lift? Yes, it has a 1-inch lift. The other lift that they claim, the 2-inch lift, part of it comes from the fact that it's got 33-inch tires. It does have, yes, it has 33-inch tires, and it can go to a 35-inch tire, okay? So that can. Horsepower and rating-wise with the hybrid on that Trail Hunter, you got 326, and you have 465. However, it needs a battery and a bunch of componentry and a bunch of BS and a bunch of stuff to make that kind of torque and horsepower that can be nothing but more complications and problems down the road for you, but it does make it. So if this is it, what's the price on this one here? So we know this already, okay? We know this already. It's $64,395, okay? $65,000 for that, okay? So we have that. This is the Trail Hunter what is this? Because if we look at this, let's dive into it for a second, because I'm doing this on purpose, put it into perspective. So if we look at it, we got a win here, we got a win here, we equal out here, we have equal out here, we have a win here, we have a win here, and we have an equal out here, and we have basically an equal out here. Okay, there is no category where this truck beats this truck. What is this truck? What are we talking about right here? Any of them. It's any other truck. Any other truck out there is what it is. But for this example, we used a TB. Since here we're using a TH. We got TH, we got a TB, which is a Colorado Trail Boss, and its price comes in at $38K. Okay, that is basically $26,000 different, $26K difference between these two. And this one, as a true Overlander, okay, an Overlander, somebody who is going to load up that vehicle heavy, need it to be incredibly reliable, need it to be able to go through the stuff it needs to take them on these adventures and get them there and back safely, carry all the gear they need, be able to do all this kind of stuff. The Trail Boss, Ford Ranger FX4, okay, all of them beat it or are on the same level, yet they are so much cheaper. Okay, people are going to be like, well, no, the Trail Hunter's got old man emu shocks. They're not piggyback reservoir race shocks. Okay, they're load carrying shocks. This will do the same thing. Or if you want to, since you got $26,000 to work with here, spend $1,000 and put better shocks on it. Okay, well, this one's got a sway bar disconnect. For $200, this could have a sway bar disconnect. Okay, what to do? Big deal. So it's there. Okay, well, this one's got a hybrid engine and it gets better fuel mileage. Who cares? This one's going to be more reliable with less stuff to break down on the trail, less stuff to go wrong, less tech and BS in there that you got to deal with, which is important to an Overlander. So the point I'm trying to make here is, you got all these articles and all these things out here toting on how the Trail Hunter is the ultimate overlanding vehicle. Says who? Toyota? Says who? Really? Well, people, and then you got people like going, oh, I can't wait to get this because I'm going to make it such a great Overlander. I'm going to put 35s on this thing. I'm going to do another 2-inch lift. I'm putting front and rear bumpers on there. I'm going to deck this thing out. So wait a minute. So you're going to take a $65,000 vehicle, then you're going to turn around and put $10K more into it to make it credible. It's $70,000. You're making $75,000 to do what you can do right here with a $40,000 one. And even if you put that same $10,000 in here, you're only at $48,000. You're still saving $25,000. So is the Toyota Trail Hunter a nice truck? Yes, it most definitely is. It is sweet. Is it better than anything else? No, it's actually old school tech. It's nothing new. The hybrid motor is cool. Everything else is behind the times. You got the Raptor that blows it out of the water, the ZR2 that blows it out of the water, the Bison that blows it out of the water, the Canyon AT4X that blows it out of the water, the Canyon AT4X AEV that blows it out of the water. There is nothing that this Trail Hunter can compare to up there. There's different levels in this truck. Let this video sink in. Pretend that I didn't show you this, and at the beginning you thought I was talking about all this being a Trail Hunter. And you were all excited. And then you realize that it's not. It's a $38,000 Trail Boss. Here's the Trail Hunter. Okay? This truck is upsetting. Is it a nice truck? Yes. But the Trail Hunter is a $45,000 truck. It is not a $65,000 truck. Hybrid or not. Now, as far as the hybrid, people are going to love that hybrid. Let me let you in on a secret I just launched in my news feed, in my news video I just showed. In Japan, you know, where the 4Runner and the Land Cruiser and all that stuff's going to be made. In Japan, they don't want the hybrid. Even in Japan, where Toyota is made, Toyota with the Land Cruiser, they said, no, we'll send the Toyota or the Land Cruiser with the hybrid. We'll send that over to those guys in Japan here. We want a diesel version. We're not even going to make the Land Cruiser in a hybrid in Japan for us. We want it with a diesel. We're going to take the diesel where we get the strength, the durability, the longevity, the reliability, everything that Toyota stands for. Here it is. We'll give the Americans and the rest of the world, they can have the hybrid as the only option. We get the diesel. So let that sink in for you a little bit. That's where they make it. These are people that do it. And they don't even want the hybrid. So food for thought, something to think about. Some people are going to be very upset at this video. I get it. I don't blame you, especially if you're a diehard Toyota fan and you're freaking out because I just rained on your parade. I want you to understand the reality of it. My job is to present you with facts. All I did today was present you with facts. I did not one time voice an opinion on any of this. I put it to you in simple form as facts. Get mad at it if you want. Take it for what it's worth. Treat it how you want to. Call me names, whatever you want to do. But the facts are right here. People are going to be like, well, that's a G80 rear locker. This is electronic locker. Who cares? You're overlanding with it. You think that this one's gonna, you think this is gonna do any better than this? I beg to differ. Because in this one, you can't engage it till you go into 4 low. And then when you're in 4 low, you gotta rock back and forth and move around and do all this, and then it kicks into 4 low. Then you gotta hit your locker button. It's gonna flash and flash and flash, and oh, you're gonna get mad, go forward, not gonna work, go backward, not gonna work. And you tell your buddies, hold on everybody a minute, I'm almost there. I just gotta get my locker to engage. Sooner or later, oh, there it is. Okay, now we're ready. Where this guy with the G80, he doesn't even slow down. He doesn't have to go into 4 low. He just goes, he hits the hole, starts to spin a little bit, gets stuck. He just hammers on the gas a little more. That G80 kicks in and he launches out and he gets right on by. And he's over there on the other side just waiting for you to still rock back and forth, trying to get your 4-wheel drive to engage, trying to get your rear locker to kick in. So don't go telling me that this is better or this is better or this is better. I am presenting you with 100% fact. Take it for what it's worth, like it how you want, do with it as you please, but this is the reality of this truck. This Trail Hunter is a very nice truck. The Tacoma TRD Pro is a very nice truck. This whole Tacoma is a nice truck. It is highly overpriced. It is using old school technology. The hybrid's new, but the 4-wheel drive system is old, archaic, and not up to today's standard. Every other vehicle let you use a locker in 4 high. Every other vehicle, you touch the button, the locker kicks in, you do what you want to do, you touch it, it goes off. Every other vehicle out there is so much more advanced 4-wheel drive system than what this Tacoma is. Okay, all the other ones also offer an all-wheel drive system without having to go to a limited trim and give up the lockers and all that. You can have all that and have the all-wheel drive system. Okay, you don't get that here. Okay, so like I said, take it the way you want to. My job is to present you the facts. And if I had to choose an Overlander, not even knowing the price, I'd pick this one all day long. Wouldn't you? And if you didn't know any of this stuff, you didn't know what this was. And then when I told you that you could save, basically in a nutshell, $30,000, you could almost buy 2 of these. Kick in an extra $8,000 and you could buy 2 of these. One, his and hers, one for you and your wife. And you could both have an Overlander for the price with it. Actually, it's the same. Forget the $8,000. Call it even wash when you start talking markups on this truck when it comes out. You could get 2 of these for the price of 1 of these. Let that settle in. Okay? Somebody go, no, you're not. There's $1,000 difference. Sorry. Okay? Close anyway. But there you go. Food for thought. Something to think about. Thanks for watching.